Welcome back. We have that feed up and running with regards to the funeral service of the late MK veteran Kebby Maphatsoe. As you can see, Nathi Mthethwa is currently at the lectern. Let's listen in.
The man we called each other so we are here to pay our last respect to him under these conditions of COVID-19. Comrade Kebby was a true member of the organization, the African National Congress. He spent better part of his life serving the movement. No matter which side of the fence you will box him in the internal dynamics of the organization, he remained very committed to its objectives. A young man who established his mission in life and went on to fulfill it. His mission was to swell the ranks of the African National Congress and its glorious army Umkhonto weSizwe, which he did. And when he did that, he was doing that with the sole aim of liberating his people when it was risky to do so. It was risky to do so, and by risky I mean death. I mean imprisonment. He chose to embark on death-defying deeds in his fight for freedom in this country. Never was a peaceful or a peacetime pseudo-revolutionary or armchair revolutionary which we see these days in our midst. He had the courage of his conviction. And on this, no one dared to challenge me that Comrade Kebby Maphatsoe was a true revolutionary. Waze washiya abazali emakhaya, washiya abafowabo, izihlobo nodadewabo, waya kwamanye amazwe. Lapho kungazi khona ubaba nomama elwela inkululeko. Ebiza uThambo, ebiza Umkhonto weSizwe. My former NEC member for a number of years. The major thing today, as we bid him farewell, which all of us must take home with, is the message he left us. And that message, when he said, and I quote, "When I pass on, all members of the ANC must be allowed and be welcomed in preparing my funeral and attending the funeral itself." What does that mean? It means that those who didn't understand Comrade Kebby are people who do not understand the fundamental principle of the African National Congress, which is called democratic centralism. Democratic centralism meaning that anyone in the movement has a right to raise any matter under the sun without fear or favor. But when the time has come to take a resolution and a decision on that, all members of the ANC and all the lower structures are bound by that decision. It means the kind of contest of ideas you may have had before that. It means the kind of preference of leadership you may have had before that. You are now bound and binded by the decision of the movement. That is why others would not understand when the ANC takes decision, Comrade Kebby comes forward and support what the movement has said. Because he never lived for himself, he lived for the African National Congress. So we, comrades, as we are here, we need to know that Comrade Kebby has urged all of us to unite the African National Congress, because the opposite to that is factionalism. If a conference of the ANC, the highest decision-making structures of the ANC, have taken a resolution and you go out of that resolution, you tell people how heroic you are, you were opposed to the decision. It's called ill discipline. because the decision now has been taken. And if you continue with the preference or preferences you had of the leadership outside of the resolution of the ANC and its conference, this is where the negative tendency of factionalism fester. When somebody rallies around a leadership which is democratically elected in the organization, that person understands what the ANC is. That's what Comrade Kebby understood, had insight of. To the family of Maphatsoe, we were privileged to have Comrade Kebby with us. To you, my sister Lerato, that coming together, that meeting which Kebby wanted and said specifically after this COVID-19, we commit ourselves, we still have it. Your sister Pili is ready at any time to do that. To Comrade Kebby, Robalaga Khotso, our leader, Robalaga Khotso, Comrade Kebby, farewell, Tabarish. Thank you.